Alright, I am excited. The first game of Group E. 1984. Now, 1984... Actually, yeah. So the first game of Group E, 1984 versus 1987 at the Santiago Bernabeu. 1984 are the allocated team that has players from years that aren't just 1984, so it is 1984 plus, or should I say technically minus, because it's all players born past that point. So it's the oldest team that's been scraped together with the oldest players. Now they are guaranteed to play again in this tournament because they'll be playing the youngest team just before the final. But they are playing 1987, which is a big year. It's got some fantastic players in it, which you can see already. Let's get into lineups. So starting with 1984 plus, we've got Pepe Reina, we've got Jose Fonte, Dante, we have Santi Cazorla and Camara and Cardozo as the attackers. There is quality. There is good quality. Roque Santa Cruz is on the bench as well. Alessandro Lopez as the number 10. Really good quality throughout the team, but it's a bit lopsided. Like the fullbacks, Rude and Ferreira, are a lot less known. Going into 1987, they'll be one of the favourites. The Guaita starts in goal, but it gets really good as we go forward. Mertens, Vidal, Aspas, Messi, Suarez and Benzema up top, and you've got Jamie Vardy, Pedro, Cavani. It's a fantastic squad. So we will get into the first game of Group E. Now I will absolutely be supporting 1984 plus, massive underdogs, but let's see how this goes. Massive mix really. Coventry, Chelsea, Man United, Ipswich, Southampton, Man City, Barcelona, Barnsley, Newcastle, Watford and Sunderland. I had a friend who supports... Oh no, yeah, I have two mates that support Sunderland actually, now I think about it. It's Vidal. Now I imagine 1987 will be on the front foot for massive parts of this match. Here's Suarez. Dante wins it. Mertens. Suarez. Here's Vidal. Good defence so far from 1984 plus. Santi Cazorla. Cardozo. Ooh, there was space there for Lopez. Here's Camara. Lopez is running in. Oh, he's gotten in, and he's had a decent shot. Good save there from Guaita. Where is he at the minute? He used to be at Palace. Celta Vigo. Santi Cazorla on the corner. Please don't take it short. You've got so much quality. He does. Lopez. It's a good block. Is there going to be a counter-attack now from 87? Trimmel. Oh, Messi was making a run, but Trimmel's doing it himself. Oh, he does Dante. Here's Messi. Gives it to Benzema. Oh, Benzema can... Oh! He chooses not to do the pass, and Reina with amazing save. What is the penalty? So Mertens with the shot, and it absolutely does touch his hand from a shot on goal, unnatural position. Messi can get the first goal of Group E. Messi. Oh! Pepe Reina with the save. It's a good penalty as well. Great save. Great save. Oh, come on. Back the 1984 plus. This is good. I love this. Messi on the corner. He's gotten used to playing in pink. Takes a shot. Here's Dries Mertens. Good tackle from Sands. Really great defensive performance so far. Messi collects it. Dries Mertens. Oh, there's space here. Suarez. Pepe Reina pushes it out. I feel like he could have collected that. Mertens. Oh, he's done well, but the ball goes out for another corner. It's the same angle. It's a great save. Pepe Reina, aged 42. Mertens takes it short. Messi getting into the box. Here's it to Vertonghen, who has the shot. Not the best. I'm just looking at the 1984 plus players. So they have an average rating of 69.95. Probably one of the lowest average ratings. 2004 for comparison, 7 is 66.81. So they are better than the youngest team, at least by average rating of the entire squad. The oldest player in the team is Roque Santa Cruz. He's the only one who was born in 1981. And then the oldest player who's playing right now is Pepe Reina from 1982. There are two other goalkeepers, Gordon and Bologna, who are also 1982. Oh, here's Cardozo in the box. Plays it back to Kamara. Oh, look at that. There was no venom. Messi. That's a good tackle from Rude. Cazorla. I feel like they're playing really well. They should be losing by a lot by now. Here's Kamara. He's done well to avoid that challenge. He's holding it up. Sandro Lopez. Cardozo. Sounds. Back to Cardozo. Is he onside? He has the shot. I think he was off. Flag goes up. That is insane. That is the tightest I think I've ever seen it. We need the semi-automated offside for that one. Dante. Sandro Lopez. Cardozo. Well, there's a run here from Sands. He doesn't quite get past him before he receives it, though. He's cutting in. Faria. Back to Sands. Kamara has the shot, and they've won a corner. Doesn't feel like they have the outlet in this team. It's the only thing. They haven't had good strikes. Gotta go run an errand. I'll be back in about 25 mins. Also, that's a ridiculously close offside. Yeah. All right. See you later. Thanks for being in. Oh, oh, oh! Is that Messi who's just handballed it? Penalty for 1984. This is incredible. Very tight, that one. Penalty for 1984 plus. Conceded by Messi. Santi Cazorla. I put money on him scoring this. Santi Cazorla versus Gaeta. Santi Cazorla. Oh, and he just puts it in. That was tight. That was tight. And wouldn't you know it, the oldest team in the tournament are currently 1-0 up against a team that contains Messi, Suarez, and Benzema. You stayed for the pen. Good on you. Love this. This is why pens are on, by the way. Added drama. Love it. Okay, so we should be going in at halftime 1-0. There's Messi, though. Just before halftime, is he going to spoil the party? Dante clear it. Sandro Lopez, there we go, halftime. 1-0 to 1984. Now, I'm supposed to be impartial, but I'm loving this. Keeping in mind that all they need to do is not finish bottom and finish with a non-negative goal difference with 3 points or more. That's all they need to do. And look at that. They have been actually better in a lot of ways. This is incredible. Come on, 1984. Kamara kicks us off. Already looking to make a change. Defensive one, I assume. Oh, this is a good chance. Benzema. Oh, 1-1. I wonder if they'll take back their substitute. I hope it's not a defensive one. Suarez there with the assist. It's a good strike. 1-1. So once again, Kamara kicks us off. Sooner than he would have hoped. Back to square one. Here's Santi Cazorla. I would like to point out that the second oldest team is a team that contains Ronaldo. This is the worst older team. Oh, they're bringing on Santa Cruz, the oldest player in the group in the game. The oldest player in this squad is Cardozo. Sandro Lopez. I feel like he's going to shoot. He does shoot. Santa Cruz is going to get there first. Gives it to Santa Cazorla. Back to Sands. Lopez. Oh, I thought he might win that header. Here's Rude. Sandro Lopez. Santa Cruz. Cardozo forced to save. It's pretty nice, Pepe Reina. He typically, whenever I've had to do this in the past, he plays outfield. So this is it's good for him to get to start in goal. So Vidal is coming off, bringing on Pedro. That seems like an attacking move to me. They're going for it. They'll have to go for it on the counter because at the minute, 1984 have the corner. Cazorla puts it in. Not sure if anyone scored from a corner yet. Comfortable enough. Here is Pedro just off the bench. Look at his pace. Oh, this isn't looking good. Suarez has the shot off balance. Pepe Reina is able to put it behind. Interesting attempt, doesn't go anywhere. This isn't exactly the type of team that's going to be good on the counter-attack. There isn't a lot of pace, and as you can see, the pink shirts are flooding backwards already. Sands. Sandro Lopez. Will Cardozo get to that? He does. Santa Cruz, he loses it, trying to knock it back to Santi Cazorla. Suarez. There's a lot of space for these pink players. Here is Messi. Messi gets his first after missing the penalty earlier in the game. 1984 are now behind. The comeback has been completed by 1987. Benzema with a goal and an assist. Santa Cruz loses it to Gerard Trimmel. Messi. Mertens back to Messi, and Messi gets another. I suppose this was always coming. There's just so much more quality in this team. Mertens with the assist. 3-1. Santa Cruz. Santa Cazorla. Sandro Lopez. Cardozo. Tries to get it up to Santa Cruz, who does get a header, but it's not really anything of note. Dante. Fonte. Just keeping the ball at the moment. Both teams want to make changes for the last couple minutes. Here is Lisandro Lopez. Gets it through to Santa Cruz. He's not the fastest, so he has to play it off to Cardozo. Gets it back. Santa Cazorla's in the middle, if you can find him. Here he is. This is a good chance, but wow, that was well cut out. That seemed like the best chance. And probably the last one. However, Santa Cruz gets it through to Cardozo. Can they get a goal from open play? Forces the save. Santa Cruz is going to be the first one to get there, though. Tries to get it back to Lisandro Lopez, but I'll be honest, I don't think he was concentrating. He was looking elsewhere. And the game ends 3-1, the first game of the final group. And in fairness, the favourites won it. So, just updating the group table. Messi gets his 2. Likely man of the match as well. And if I just scroll up, sorry, there is the, hold on, 1, 2, there is the current state of things. After one game, obviously can't learn a lot, but 1984 will need to win. They can't just do it by draws now. They'll need to win a game. And we'll see who that's against, because there's quite a lot of quality in this group. So before we get into the next game, 85 versus 86, which does involve Cristiano Ronaldo. Let's take a look at some of his stats. You know, it was a decent performance, but I'm not sure they change anything going into the next game, because I think they played pretty well. 14 shots is not bad against who they're playing against. The youngest team in the group. Benzema and Messi getting 10 out of 10 performances, as well as Guaita as well. Look at that. The fact that their goalkeeper had a 10 out of 10, that only happens when they've had to do a lot. Eight saves. Look at that. That's crazy. Beberena making 4. Cardozo, good performance. Santa Cruz was pretty good when he came on as well. Santa Cazorla, the man of the match for this team anyway. Okay, let's get into the next. Can I restart with different teams? Yeah, that'll save me some time. 85 versus 86. 85 is oh, sorry, wrong league. That one, I think. And 1986 are represented by Dutch team. Is it the home kit? It is their home kit, and it's their away kit. Is this right? Yes, that is right. A little preview for you, but we'll get into the squads in a moment. This is taking place at the Villaramin. I get the feeling it's probably going to be another one that begins element PQRSTUV. I'll go this way because if we see it in the V's, Villaramin. No, I think it's going to be a Stadio. Okay, Stadio. This one. And they are playing at 8 PM local time. Keep it partly clear, and we'll load that up. Okay, we've got 2 comments. Void Ziddy, your channel deserves to blow. Keep this stuff up. King, thank you so much. That is really kind. Sorry, I had to censor you. And McCheeky, yo, I found you from and loved your Stoke video. Are you planning a second episode anytime soon? I mean, the second episode is what I'm planning soon, but the only problem is it takes a long time to do that kind of video. So it might be a month or so. But yeah, that is the next thing I'm working on. I'm doing this in the free time between that. But I'm working on that video and hoping to make it even better than that video. So I'm really glad you both liked it. Yeah, thank you so much for your kind comments. So, getting into 1985 versus 1986. First game for Cristiano Ronaldo and co. We'll get into squads in a moment, who is playing. But there's some really good quality in this group, considering it's the oldest group. We're going to start off with 1985, Fabianski starting goal, back 3 of Bueno, Albiol and Moisander. In midfield we have players like Modric, Young and Podolski. Then we have Fernandez backing up Rodriguez and Ronaldo. On the bench we do have players such as not a lot of quality on the bench. I was just looking out for a name that I could say as an impact player, but a lot of their quality is actually playing already. Going into 1986, they have Manuel Neuer in goal. James Milner is probably the standout player in defence. We've got Moutinho in midfield, but their attack is where the real quality is. Dzeko and Giroud. Giroud, one of my favourite players. And there's a couple of players on the bench. We've got Baka as well, another striker. But yeah. Let's see how these two do their first game. It'll set the tone. Let's see if Messi scored 2 in his debut. Ronaldo will know that. It happened earlier in the day. What is your favourite FIFA game? I am a big fan of 13, but I find I play 17 a lot. I didn't mind 19. But I think I'll say 13 because the squads are so good. Maybe 17. What about you? What's your favourite one? Hello, Pantabread. How you doing? And Voidzidi, wish Falcao was still in the game. He could have made the 86 team. Yeah, exactly. That's the fun. So this is something I do myself every year, and that's the fun of it. Is the teams evolve over the years. So the young teams get better over time, and the older teams get worse, and it's kind of like who's left standing. Yeah, I mean, for example, the 1985 team used to have been able to have both Ronaldo and Rooney. FIFA 13 is your favourite, Pantabread, and Void City 17 holds up really well. It's the AI that is still decent. 12 or 15 is your favourite. I haven't played 15 in a while. I might have to... 12 I go back to quite a lot. I might have to get back to 15 sometime soon. Early shot there. Number 14. FIFA 18 was good. I don't know why people didn't like it. I don't think I minded 18. It's just... out of the lot, it doesn't stand out as one of the better ones, I guess. Here's Fernandez. Okay, here's Ronaldo. Oh, he lays it off back to Fernandez, who has his first shot. And Neuer. That's funny. That's a very fair reason for not playing FIFA 18 as much. I think one of my least favourites... What are your guys' least favourite FIFAs? I think mine might be 14, to be honest. Other than... Oh, Neuer with a save. Other than 24 and 25. I'm not... Yeah. FIFA 15, my favourite. I hated 20, but I played it recently. Did Forest Green Rovers... career mode and loved it. Forest Green, that's a fun one. Should only be able to sign vegans based on how they seem to be branding themselves these days. Moisander. Fernandez. Milner. I'd be keen to see if Milner can do well in this. Giroud. Milner's making a forward run. Yeah, and Giroud loses it. FIFA 15 is my close second favourite. That Bayern team was crazy. That's fair. That's a classic good Bayern team, that one. Still got Ribery and Robin. Oh, Ronaldo, he almost got there. He did have a swipe at it, but he missed the ball. Milner. How come you don't experiment with mods? There's crazy mods for... well, see, I'm on Xbox. That's the issue. Is I can't play PC. I don't have the facilities to do that. I definitely would do. It's definitely something I'd be interested in. But yeah. See, I definitely would. That's really enticing. I just don't have the facility to do so at the minute. One day. There's Horch. Perez. Dzeko. Coutinho, can he have a shot? Oh, he tried to get it through to Dzeko. Just couldn't get there. Did a Barcelona save on FIFA 13 and Messi went to Real Madrid on a free transfer. Oh my god. Is that your fault? Or did he, was he refusing to sign? That's brutal, that is. Traore should be able to get there before Ronaldo. Perez. He's doing a lot on his own. There's a lot of space over on that right side, you might notice. But he goes to Horch instead. I see. That was not a good strike. See, I was too distracted. See, it's funny. Have you watched my Barcelona? Yeah, that's what I was about to say, Kuel. Did you watch my Barcelona video, Panther Red? Because he wanted to leave for me as well. It was so frustrating. He asked to leave in the first window, and then I managed to keep him, and then he asked to leave again in the second, and I just kind of waited it out. But I imagine if I kept going on that, he might have left eventually. Oh, Modric is through. He just doesn't have the pace to get there ahead of Neuer. And that is half-time 0-0. Not many big chances so far. Ronaldo hasn't had really a good chance for a big shot. XG of 1 though apparently, but that's from a couple shots. Modric. is Ashley Young. It's funny because I'm playing him right mid and the game's like, he can't play there. Like, of course he can play there. Ashley Young. Made a run. It's Rodriguez. Oh, Horch. Oh, he's well in. Horch. Will Giroud get there in time? He has a shot and he scores. Okay. That is 1-0. 1986, Ronaldo's team in the mud. And Horch making a show of it. PSG is a fun one to do in FIFA 13 right before the glory. Does that FIFA 13 team have like your Cavani's or Zlatan's yet? Or is that... I suppose Lavezzi would be there, I think. Signed Abate, Sagna and Moutinho. That's fun. That's fun. I feel like I sign Abate too often, so I probably wouldn't go for him. But Sagna, I don't think I've used him that much. Young. Oh, good skill to get in there. Will he be able to cut in again? He has the shot on his left foot. Well cut out. I know Rolls is just a way to balance ultimate team, but the fact it's so prominent in kickoff careers is so stupid. Remember the old FIFAs, you could play anyone anywhere and it was just base stats that go down. Yeah, I mean, you can change the settings to classic and then it doesn't take effect. I think I've got it on that, but it's still annoying that it says that they can't play there. But yeah, it does have a setting to turn that off. Not sure about Cavani, but Zlatan and Lavezzi for sure. Where would Cavani be? He wouldn't be at Palermo still, would he? Did he go somewhere in between Palermo and PSG? Pastore. Oh, I love that, yeah. Zlatan, but not Cavani. Okay, fair enough. Might have been still at Palermo, maybe? Ronaldo gets it through to Modric. That's a good shot. Is that... There's a foul there. Is that... Well, that seems like that's fine. Bacca is coming on for the goal scorer. Cavani. Oh, Napoli, of course he was at Napoli. What am I doing? Yeah, I was literally about to search that up. Of course, Napoli. Forgot about that. Milner. Compared to some of the players in this team, he has pace. Giroud. Modric. There's still time enough. Young seems like he's playing a bit further forward. He finds Ronaldo. Can he make something of this? He has the shot, maybe a bit too early. Goes up for a corner. Modric is telling everyone to calm down. And that should be cleared away. Penalty! That is a penalty. Let's take a look. Van Mossel. Oh, that is the most. Oh, no. That is insane. Because he puts his hands behind his back. And then hits it when they're coming out. That's a rough one. That is a rough one. That's not why penalties is on. So that's unfortunate. Ronaldo steps up. Messi missed his. Will Ronaldo score his? Yes, he does. 1-1. And he picks up the ball trying to get back into this. You should do a FIFA 15 for Zenit. Zenit or Bayern? Zenit's an interesting one. I don't know what I could do with Zenit though, because they're already the favourites in that tournament, in that league. So it wouldn't be that difficult, but maybe Champions League. Back when Hulk, Witzel, Danny, Guerra, yeah, that's a good team. Yeah, that would be an interesting one. I remember Danny being good. Any FIFAs you want to play in your next Grimo video? Well, I have started some. which I don't know whether I should tell you. Ironically, I have started a FIFA 14 one, which I know I've said is my least favourite, but we're doing something there. I've recorded another 17 one. It just had to be 17 for what it was. Ronaldo lays it off. But I'd like to do like a 10 or something, like a really old one in a team that, like, to be honest, I kind of want to do the Inter treble winning team, but I think that's 9 or 8. Giroud, he plays the pass a bit too late, but I do think Dzeko's going to get there. Back to Giroud, decent strike. Do think this game's going to end 1-1. Will Perez get there? Here's Moutinho. He loses out to Sosa. Ronaldo. Young seemed reluctant to make a run there. Ronaldo is making his, though. Young stopped his run, and that's going to be it. 1-1. Ronaldo's first game. 1985. 1986. Drawing. Goal each. But that does mean, I'm pretty sure, if either of those teams wins their next game, they're pretty much guaranteed to qualify. I will show you the table, but there's not really much new, just those guys on one. They both got the exact same stats, so I can't really differentiate them. There hasn't been a scenario yet, but I think if there were a team, I would give it to the youngest if it was in the lower 3 groups, or the oldest if it was that in the higher groups. So like the disadvantaged team would be the one that goes through. But yeah, nothing really of note from the group there. We'll get into the next game in a moment, which is 1984 versus 86. That is so Dzeko Giroud's team versus the oldest team. And then it's 85 versus 87, which is Messi versus Ronaldo.